I'm Engineer Victor M. Florese, a graduate of BS Mining Engineering, and also a graduate of BS Metallurgical Engineering from Mapua Institute of Technology in Manila. And I am a registered metallurgical engineer. Been in the academe for 39 years now, teaching engineering subjects. And I am the department head of BS Mining Engineering in Bicol University since 2008 when this course was opened up in this university. Well, a mining company is a business venture. Being a business venture, we are into the so-called promotion of responsible mining. That is, if you are to mine, well, we have to take into consideration community development, health and safety promotion, and environmental protection. So those three are the essence of responsible mining. Now, before a mining company operates, it has to undergo several stages. The first is prospecting. Geologists look for potential resources, economic resources that can be mined in the future for our development. After exploration, if there is a positive existence of such, it will undergo thorough physical studies, feasibility studies, pilot testing of the applicable mining method and processing method that will be used to extract the valuable metals or minerals therein. So after that, there will be the acquisition of permits from the DNR, from the local government units, and all the necessary papers so that the mine could operate. There will be the fourth stage, which is development. The mine will now construct roads, bridges, lighting of the roads, then infrastructure development. They will now construct the mining plant, the processing plants, then housing of the employees, and also related infra like market, church, school, etc. So, small communities. After development comes the formal way of extraction, that is now exploitation. Under this phase, the mine will now extract the valuable minerals ores. What mining method? Well, it depends upon the location of the ore. If it is near the surface, we use surface methods. If it is very deep below the ground, well, open pit is not, or surface mine is not feasible because it will be very costly. We use underground methods. So after exploitation, which will take a few years, for example, 3-10 years, if the deposit is small, comes a very big deposit, which may take 50 years or maybe more. When the mine ceases operation, that is, when all the ore are exhausted, naubos na, comes closure. Closure, then the mine is decommissioned, and comes the last phase, which is rehabilitation. In rehabilitation, which forms part of the last phase in mining, we do recontouring. We restore the topography of the land. We bring back the soil. We plant trees. Depends upon the local government units, the municipality, as well as the provincial government as to what feature or what will happen after the mine has stopped operation. It may be a golf course, it may be an ecotourism site, it could be a farming site or a forestry site. So that's the story of mining. And mining also contributes to our national development. Though it's not, it's only very small, about only 1 to 2% of our gross development product. But then, it creates employment, it creates business, it develops communities, and it helps to national growth and progress. To tell you a background, before the Mining Act of 1995, mines just dispose of their waste in rivers, in the sea. They don't have a formal tailings storage facility. So, bara-bara, kumbaga, tapon dito, tapon doon. Under this act, talagang dinisign na yung tailings storage facility na dapat hindi siya mag-cause ng spillage or any harm to the environment. Mining companies are doing their best to really store their tailings. The purpose of the TSF also is to recycle the water because most processing operations in mines make use of water. The tailings dam is a source of water that can be recycled back to the plant used for processing. If you are in a mining company, there is a certain person or people involved in EPEP, Environmental Protection Enhancement Program. There are also people involved in SDMP, Social Development Management Program. Itong dalawa na to. Now, these people are responsible for promoting responsible mining and welfare of the community by providing livelihood, education, they give training, like for example, on the crafts like electrical, carpentry, cooking, soap making or whatever, only to for the community to be productive. Mining per se, like what I have mentioned a while ago, is a business venture. Its importance lies on the fact that we need minerals. We need metals like gold, silver, copper, iron, chromium, etc., lead, coal to produce electricity. We need geothermal power, limestone to produce cement so that we can make roads and buildings, iron to make bridges and the backbone of our buildings. So really we need materials, we need metals, we need energy resources for national growth and development. But then, as a mining firm, we have to be responsible that not only extract, not only process this, but we have to take a look at community development, the promotion of health and safety, that there will be no accidents, there will be no lost time, medical or health-related issues along the way, and the environment is preserved. So we have to balance the positive side and the negative side. On the negative side, of course, in mining, we have to cut trees, we have to remove the soil cover. This is included in our curriculum. In our curriculum in mining, we have many subjects concerning responsible mining. So we teach our students about this, about that, so that once they become engineers someday, they are within themselves armed with the values that we had taught them in accordance with the DNR and also with the in accordance with the rules of the state. Dito sa school, really we teach them how to be responsible miners in the future so that once they get they are employed or they have their own business or whatever, they can really do the proper way of mining. As a professor in the academy, we have to promote responsible mining. So we cannot do away with mining. It has to continue because we need materials, we need metals. What is important is really responsible mining. If you are involved in mining, you have to be responsible. Hindi yung mining lang dito, mining lang then iiwan mo na nakatiwangwang or after na nakuha mo na yung kailangan mo, pabayaan mo na lang. We have to develop the community. And we have to restore back or maybe improve the environment because it is God-given. They say nga na if it is not grown, it is mine. We can grow trees, we can grow vegetables, we can raise animals, but we cannot plant minerals, we cannot plant metals, we cannot grow. They have to be mined. Statistically wise, the Philippines is one of the countries around the world that is really endowed with mineral resources. So there may come a time na minerals may be exhausted, but then they can be recycled, they can be repurposed. But it'll take a long time as far as consumption is concerned. It's only a matter of how we make of this wisely.